Throughout the season, FaZe has solidified its spot at the X Games with some Call of Duty veterans and up-and-coming playmakers. The Red Militia is a solid team of previous champions and players looking to score their first major.
Down there, anybody else in help? Two for Enable. Can he get the third? There's three for Enable!
Enable has turned into one of the top players in Call of Duty, attractive enough for Optic Gaming to pick him up as a substitute. After capturing his first two major titles with the Green Wall as a fill-in during their tour of Europe, then finishing second at UMG California with his actual squad, the captain of FaZe looks to continue his hot streak in Austin, Texas.
He falls, and now Hugh left all by himself. 1 versus 2. Puts a couple of shots down, and
yeah, he killed both of them that fast, man.
Are you
able
serious?
to clutch that. Yeah, Hugh with some nice headshots on Nade right there to be able to clutch that 2v1.
Hook is one of the best young players in all of Call of Duty. Bursting onto the scene this year, Hook has become a dominant force online and at LAN. Hook grows as a player at every event, and after looking so strong recently in California, he seems poised to have a phenomenal X Games.
6'5", the clutch. I thought he was just going to line those two, zip them up right there, but Zuma ready to take care of it. He went 15-6. Wow.
Zuma is arguably the most aggressive player in all of Call of Duty. His role on the team is part objective, part slaying, but mostly you'll see Zuma constantly pushing opponents back into their spawn. Originally earning recognition in the scene for his search and destroy play, Zuma has become a very talented respawn player. Don't look for Zuma to put up the best kill to death ratio on the team, but his aggression definitely makes it easier for his teammates to play and is the real key to FaZe's success.
is Slasher going to anticipate this? There's one, can Slasher find the second? It's going to be, yes he can!
Slasher is one of the most consistent players in the Pro League. After finishing Call of Duty Go strong with Noble eSports, Slasher has found himself on FaZe for all of Advanced Warfare thus far. His great search and destroy play and fantastic assault rifle shot has made him a key part to this FaZe roster. He's one of the only assault rifle players capable of hanging with the likes of Formal and Clayster, so if FaZe wants a run for the X Games gold, they will rely heavily on Slasher and his consistent play.
Welcome back to the MLG Pro League at the X Games, presented by Xbox, the official console of MLG. Mr. X joined by Swanee here. It's going to be Denial versus FaZe coming up next. It's going to be a fantastic match.
I think this is arguably, well, not arguably, the best match of the entire event so far. I think both teams looking incredibly strong in their first round matchups. I mean, we didn't see that close of a games. I think we actually both thought that the MV FaZe game would end up being the closest game, but aside from the first map, it was fairly conclusive towards FaZe. They ended up taking 4 maps straight. They dropped the first hard point and then won the S&D, 3 respawns to take it 4-1. And Denial obviously taking down Rise in equally as impressive fashion. And we saw, it was Attach and Clay consistently on the respawns performing.
I think, even TK taking a map off of Optic, that kind of shocked me a little bit in the match we just saw. But want to talk a little bit about this one that's coming up next. Just go over some of the maps that are going to be in this one. The first one's going to be a retreat hardpoint. I think this is like an entire battle between Slasher and Clay. Whoever puts up the best numbers out of those two, I think their team probably wins this one.
And I think you've also got to consider Hugh as well, who's a pretty dominant ball, whereas Denial, they've only really got Clay sort of running the ball consistently. Yeah,
and then I think game number 2, it's going to be a Detroit uplink. I think this one actually probably favors FaZe a little bit. I feel like they have the stronger, if you were going to go 3 subs on a map, I feel like FaZe probably has the stronger 3 subs. If you were to compare, I guess would be Zuma, Hook, and Enable versus Attach, Replays, and JCat. I guess JCat would be the other sub for Denial. I figure those 3 subs of FaZe probably be a little bit stronger.
I'd agree, but I think people sometimes underestimate the importance of an AR in Detroit, especially, of course, we all know you want your subs sort of pushing around the edges of the map, getting control of Garage, School, pushing through to the other team's point, which sets you up for the easy 2, but just the importance of mid-road control and having that AR posted up on the mid-atlas and sort of slaying down is something people really underestimate, because it sort of opens up a completely different lane to sort of dictate map control and where you want to run the ball.
Yeah, and I think game 3 for me, this one's a toss-up, Swan. Terrace S&D, I think this one could go either way. I think whoever probably wins map 2, quite frankly, will probably take the momentum, probably take map 3.
I mean, I'm not particularly sure each individual team how they fare up on this map, but Terrace is a map, it's inherently, it's fairly random. It produces sort of random results just based on how many options, how many lanes there are to play. It's perfect for players who want to flank, who just want to hit things. There are so many lanes, it's so hard to sort of hold the conventional setup like you see on other maps such as Biolab.
And then Ascend CTF, I think this one you definitely want to look for replays on this map. one of the best OBJ players on Ascend CTF. I mean, when I saw it at Champs, I think him and Natach, they combined. It was not a pretty score. It was 22 and 44, I think, against Optic, and they were able to win that map just because Replays and Natach do some great things around the flag. Look for them on that one. Detroit Hardpoint could be interesting if it gets to there. Who would you favor in that one?
Again, just because of the SMGs, like you said, I'd say FaZe, to be honest. You've got players such as Enable, Hugh, who can pull out the SMG, just that ridiculous slaying power.
I think Denal will be hurt a little bit. I mean, Biolab only shows up once in this series. It's the uplink, the end of the series, the game 6. Denal, very good Biolab team, because JCap's able to run that kind of fast AR. I think they're definitely going to miss out having that one earlier in the series. I think if that was switched with Detroit, if that was in Detroit's spot, I think Denal has a really good chance to go up 2-0. But that one coming at the end of the series, if Denal gets it to that, I think Denal takes that Bio uplink.
The question is, are we going to see the hallowed Game 7, the S&D Solar? Are we going to see it in this matchup?
I would love to see it. I think this is one that, like we said, Envy FaZe could go to Game 7, but I think this one has so many maps that could go either way in this series. I mean, the first hard point, I think I would probably say, Denial with Clay, probably favor them a little bit more. And then the second one, the uplink Detroit, definitely could go FaZe. I think the Terrorist S&D, that's a toss-up to me. And then, the rest of the maps in this series, just a complete toss. It's going to be an absolutely phenomenal series. We're going to toss over to Benson and Paradox as the action's about to start.
Going into the game, it's worth mentioning 2 huge facts in this game, Paradox. Number 1, the winner of this match is guaranteed an X Games medal.
Yo, that's absolutely huge.
That's so sick, first of all. So a lot of pressure in this matchup, and as well as that, talking about Retreat Hardpoint, just really brief before any of the action really starts to unfold. This was both teams' best Hardpoint map during Season 2. Denal went 8-3, FaZe went 9-2. So you're basically looking at 2 of the best Hardpoint Retreat teams.
I was looking at this match. I thought it was going to come down to the wire to begin with. So to hear that just backs it up. And we are in for such an incredible series.
I think this series, best of the day, without a doubt. I think when we did the bracket show, this is one we anticipated. And this is one which we kind of said it really could go that distance. We haven't really seen any, going all the way to the distance Game 7s. This potentially could be that one. I was really bad luck. The 2 games I casted 4-0-4, I had some blame Bensons on my Twitter timeline. But now, finally, it seems that 4-0 curse is broken, Paradox.
You're welcome for the blame, Benson.
Thank you for that, by the way. I appreciate all of that. But this game currently 18-6 in favor of the boys over at FaZe. Hardpoint's about to rotate, and the battle of rotation should be won by that blue team. That's Blue Arrows. Zuma with a big 1v1 gunfight needs to win it, and it looks as if Clayster was being a little bit ambitious there, trying to go for that stump, but Zuma able to win the gunfight.
Yep, and now Zuma is just trying to get all of this time, and the kill feed is really in favor of FaZe right now. We see 3 kills coming up, make that to 2-piece for Enable. Slasher also there able to take out Attach. So FaZe definitely have the hot hand starting out here. It's 34 and counting to 6. Enable with another kill right now. Let's see, he's starting out 7-3 on a 5 streak, and then Zuma is right there at 7-3 with a 4.
Yep, over back to Zuma. Recognize that Enable dying, he may have to check out that bottom lobby side. He's anticipated someone to be up top, but Attach playing it pretty sneaky. Still underneath, actually, but there's only going to be 18 seconds left, so if Attach is going to go, he has to go now. Clayster does get control of the hardpoint, but there's going to be another big gunfight. Replays needs to trade the kill, but doesn't. That's Slasher picking up back-to-back kills in quick succession and should be able to lock down this hardpoint for the final couple of seconds.
Yeah, the analyst said it best, Mr. X and Swanee. It's going to come down to Slasher versus Clayster. Slasher's currently 9-7, Clay sitting at 6-7. On board with him as we move into this next hill. He's waiting for these FaZe players to really push in. That's Ook right there on board with Attach, who's trying to take him out. Puts shots in, decides to go over, and Zuma able to take him out though. Replay is there to back up his teammate. Zuma goes down, and now Clayster and Attach. We saw them earlier today. They were really good.
Oh, they were so good.
Really good.
First hardpoint game, both dropping plus 40 kills, so these guys definitely warmed up, that's for sure. But going back to your original point, the battle fight between Slasher and Clay, I think that's really what everyone wants to see. We talk about top 3 battles all the time, and these are 2 names which are always going to be mentioned up there with Formal, of course, but this is just so exciting to watch, especially on a map like Hardpoint Retreat where your battle players can really thrive.
Yeah, if you're watching either Hardpoint Retreat or Hardpoint Solar, it's such a key talking point, and it's so fun to watch.
It is. It really is. Just watching them kind of battle it out and juke it out. It's kind of like a mini game within the game, essentially, for the AR players. But over to JCap now, 8-13. Hardpoint's about to rotate, gets a stun out mid-map. Still has some overclock available if he wants to just try and be a little bit more speedy. But heads over towards mid. That's a little bit unfortunate. just got a little bit of a stumble there. Clayster doesn't actually win that gunfight. That was Enable actually outgunning him. And speaking of Enable, 14-9 to kick things off. Make that 15-9. Goes to the pre-fire down below. Not going to connect with Zuma. He was pretty upset. I'm going to be honest. The eSports report did a top 20 players to look out for. He was the only one on his team not mentioned. Shout out to Courage for doing that top 20, by the way. Zuma was talking to me the other one. I was like, hey, come on, man. Like, what's the deal? Why am I not on the top 20 players? Like, I didn't write it. Don't hate. I didn't write it. But he said this event, he's going to go really, really hard and just really prove to everyone just how good he is.
Yeah, and I mean, if you talk about Zuma having to prove something, you know, although he didn't make the list, he's still a phenomenal player. Like, he's someone that you have to look out for.
Oh, wow.
You go back to UMG Cali, look at the way Enable's playing, too. Right. You go back to UMG Cali and look at the way that Zuma played in that final against Optic Gaming.
So, wow, right? So good. It's crazy that he thinks he kind of has to prove to everyone in the community just how good he really is. Enable up top picks up one. The assist comes in from a prior engagement. Has time to reload, gonna challenge, and Enable is just tearing it up right now. 22-11, currently on a 4 streak, about to make it 5, but no, not able to clean up that kill. Attach gets the better of him, and this is not what I expected at all. 126-44, Denial just can't keep up. They just cannot keep up right now.
You know, I'm really surprised because we saw Denial, and look at Zuma. Oh, if he got that one, I don't know what would have happened. Clayster is currently at 13-17, trying to make it 14. He's on a 3 streak, but when we were talking about Enable earlier, it seems like every time we're on board, he's on a 3 streak, he's on a 4 streak. He is absolutely going off right now. But Denial, they are not out of this yet. It's 132 to about 60 here, but they are really starting to warm up. If Clayster got the 3rd one there, man.
Yeah, as you said, Clay's starting to heat up. Attach 17, 18 kills now for him. But really, the big story this first half has been this young man on your screens, Enable, at 25-14, again on a streak. And I feel like every single time we've mentioned him, it's been on a streak. Like, he's just stringing together so many kills, breaking hard points very easily, and just such a smart play. Not going to shoot, doesn't want to reveal his position, just going to help his teammates out. There's one. Can he find the second? No, he can't. But Zuma, with the bounce, should be able to help lock down this hill.
Oh, yeah. Zuma is in a really good position right here because if you look at, oh, man, not able to do anything. Attach, able to take out Zuma, and then replays there. Also taking out Enable. He was in a really good spot. I'm surprised that he lost that gunfight. But, you know, Denial seems like they're really warming up. So if that's the case, I'm not really surprised there. But there, 3 in the kill feed in favor of FaZe. So they're really doing well right now, and I think it's really reflected in the score.
Yep. Kind of surprised to see Hoop, 14-16, but I guess there's only 70 kills you can find on the map. Just as I say that, he shoots JCap, so nice plays from Hoop. Winning those gunfights, which really do count. The lead now, 100 points in favor of FaZe. Enable's going to be on that hard point, just picking up the scrap time. I mean, we could be looking at a 100-point game here in game 1. Maybe this isn't as close as we thought.
I'm glad you said it because I was going to say it. And I was like, you know, we might see a 100-point club or something here.
Am I really that cursed? Is this about to be a 4-round?
I don't know. Maybe Vincent is absolutely cursed. I absolutely no idea. But Attach, not able to get the 2 kills that he needed there. But of course, we have 2 players of this caliber on this FaZe squad pushing you. You really, well, you're going to come out on the bottom side of that most times. Clayster sitting here on wall, trying to get this one player. Not able to do anything. That Zuma shutting him down with the bow. Attach also drops. Book, such a great player, and he's really made a name for himself in Advanced Warfare.
It just seems like Denial just can't get things going. I mean, Replay's missing a couple of shots, does pick up the 2nd kill, but as I said, you're seeing flashes of brilliance, but they're just not able to hold on to those flashes and you know, extend it to a long period of time, and that's exactly why you see Denial about to get 200 points. Because this is a Call of Duty World Champion squad who, coming into this event, had a couple of doubters. People saying, how are they going to play? How are they going to play? And, you know, FaZe just completely outplaying them at this point.
They really are outplaying them, and every time we hop over to now, there's some shaky shots there. And look, once again, 3 down in favor of FaZe. So Denial had 3 people down, and Zuma is in the hill right now, just trying to get more and more time. He's not able to come up the top side of that one. But now 3 players in the hill for Denial. Up over to Attach, trying to slay out here. He gets 1. There's 1 more around the corner. Looking at teammate helps him there. That was Replays picking up the 2-piece, making 3 for Replays. So he's warmed up. Like Replays is 17-29, but he's getting some really good kills.
Right. Again, it's not necessarily quantity, it's quality in that essence. You know, helping your teammate just lock it down, picking up those cuts. Attach, meanwhile, on the hard point, he's going to fall. Clayster and JCap need to trade these kills. I mean, if they're going to start a comeback, they need to lock down this time. They can't allow any contestations whatsoever. 212 to 97 points. Honestly, thought this was going to be a 100-point club. Kind of surprised it isn't. But FaZe finally get control of the final part of this hard point. Who will actually have a play? Mid-map, he just ran straight past him. Didn't see him at all. Enable picks up the scrap timer. kind of expected this one to be ended early. I don't think it's going to be going all the way to the time, which is kind of disappointing because I want to see how many kills Enable was actually going to end up with.
You know, Enable is at 37 and 25. Now, can he get another one? No, not able to do it. So 37 and 26. Zuma is currently 34 and 24. So 3 out of the 4 players on this FaZe squad have dropped over 30 already. It's 222 to about 115 right now. Then Enable is just going off. There's another one.
He's looking for his 39th kill of the game. Meanwhile, Zuma trying to break in towards the hard point. Can he get the kills? No, he can't. It's unfortunate from him. Of course, this game now mathematically over. This game is done. FaZe take map number 1. It's just a matter of how many kills will these players end up on. I know Enable is desperately going to be going for that 40. Picks up another assist. Unable to find the kill. Meanwhile, you've got Slasher and Zuma both very, very close to 40 bomb of their own. So it wouldn't surprise me to maybe see them hop off a couple of hills. 40? Trip 40 game 1. I'm about that life. Let's see if FaZe are about that life too. Meanwhile, Hook, you haven't really talked about Hook that much this whole game. 27 and 27, just really filling in the role that he needs to do this game. It's been a very, very by-the-book performance from him.
Yeah, it is. And, you know, we'll see Hook go off so many times. And he's so young. He's 16.
Yeah, so young. A great individual talent, but there you see. FaZe do go for the score. They give it a 250 to 123, despite having what? Enable 38-28, Zuma 37-28, Slash at 38 and 31, and Hook just going 28 and 28. As I said, doing what he needed to do. Phenomenal performance from everyone on FaZe. Meanwhile, you look over at the Denial side of the scoreboard, Attach at 35 and 35, Clay 30 and 36. Really, Replays and JCap struggled a little bit in that map number 1. 24 and 35 for Replays, and a 24 and 38 performance from JCap. If JCap plays that map a little bit better, it's definitely much closer.
Yeah, I think it would definitely be a lot closer, but JCap did have 4 captures there, no defense, but, you know, it's really hard to get defense in advanced warfare.
Yeah, of course, defense different. Both players need to be on the hard point for a defense to kind of mathematically count in the game, so you don't see that many, but Enable managed to get 7, as well as 10 caps. So that really shows you the amount of pressure he was putting on those hard points and winning all of those gunfights. But for now, we're going to head over to a quick commercial break. When we return, we've got game number 2 of the series. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the X Games. Benson joined by Paradox in the casting booth today, and honestly, this series I'm excited for. Despite game 1 being pretty one-sided, not gonna lie, of course, FaZe going up against Team Denial. We're heading over to Detroit Uplink as game number 2. Any kind of thoughts about how this one's gonna go down?
I think that FaZe will win game 2, and then, you know, my reasoning for that is look at the previous game. If you look at the matchup between sort of Replays, who's going to be more objectively minded for Denial, and then you look at sort of Enable, where he said it himself, his team is full of Slayers. So if they're all going off, he's going to be really picking up the drone, advancing it, and do all of that work for his team. So then if you look at Replays Attach against Zuma and Enable, I have to favor Zuma and Enable. And then Slasher wasn't doing bad that game either.
That's true. So very true. For me, where this series gets really interesting is Search and Destroy Terrace. Very, very kind of fluky map. There's so many lanes to watch, and then the CTF Ascent as well. It's like these maps really, I think anyone could take. So if FaZe go 2-up in the series, they're going to be in a really, really good position. For me, Denial, this is an important map that Denial need to win, and really highlighting Replays for his objective work. This map is going to be so key. I expect to see him go for that drone every single time, and his 1-point precision is pretty much unparalleled.
The 1-point precision is amazing, and then my thing with him is he's always able to stay alive.
Right.
I don't understand.
Oh, did Clay manage to pass that at Replays? I thought he was trying to back up the wall.
But fire.
Replays may actually just play for this kill and then go back for it. In fact, he's going to say, hey, you know what? Someone else get the drone this time. How about that? Why don't we try that? Let me push out and slay. He was able to pick up the kill, but JCap has a drone. He's probably just going to go mid-street, jump over Humvee, go for 1, but no. Try to work the 2 here, but it's that's surprising. It would have been much safer to just go straight for that 1-point play. A little bit of hesitation there as he waited for his teammates to slay out, but just taking a little too long could potentially cost him. Replays now picks up the drone. Can he release? No, he can't. Big kills coming out of the boys over at FaZe, slashing out with the drone, making his way mid-street, just going to play that one for time.
Yet they get the reset, but then back to what Denial did. They're on the favorable side of this map. So, I'm not a pro. by any means, but I would think that you want to score as much as possible from this side, just in case you don't max out the score.
Very true. Very true. Enable currently on a 5 streak, going to flick away from him as he actually finds himself his 6th kill. Just kind of baiting out that satellite drone for a couple of seconds, tagged up and missed his dash through the door. Hook and Zuma still both with 1 kill. You got Hook looking in that fire side. The assist comes in and Zuma gets himself back-to-back kills. Hook trying to escape, does so. And really, that fight for the satellite drone continues. Someone from Denali actually picked it up. It was replays, and I believe he was just trying to play that one for time. Didn't have any teammates alive. Smart decision-making from him. Just pick it up, play it. So what if he dies? His teammates can then push up, try and get a little bit more map control.
Yeah, that's exactly what you need to do. Play for map control, but unfortunately for Denial, FaZe really in control of the map right now. Hook is at the spawn. Slasher was just in the base, went down, but Enable now has control of the drone for FaZe. They're pushing right up. They might be able to get the 2. Enable in the air. There it is, and he gets the kill afterwards.
Enable having a fantastic series this far, 8 and 4 with the dunk as well. Slasher now has the drone, and Hook still slaying there. They could easily get another 2-point play. Zuma's still in support. Back-to-back 2-point plays come out from FaZe, leading the game 4-0 now. And guess what? Zuma's still there, trying to go for a 2-piece, unable to connect, but Enable picks up the drone, and he's just going to play that one again for time.
Yep, playing for time, and they're up 4-0 from the bad side of the map. And look at Enable right now. He gets another one, so 9 and 4. Already has a capture with the drone, and his team is just helping him everywhere. They are really working effectively, although, you know, Hook is 4 and 4, so it's not really like, it's not pretty, but they are getting the job done and Enable another one.
He's just running around the map, just having fun, essentially, killing everything. He's like, hey, you want to do some objective work? Oh, okay, all right, Hook, you take the drone, because guess what? They have another teammate slaying, and he should be able to jump in, but no, he falls. Big defensive plays coming out of Team Denial, but Zuma could actually just go straight for this knee slide, but he's going to play for the kill. Gets it, knee slide, double jump, 2-point play.
Another 2-point play. And
Zuma.
Once again, every single time they've gotten, oh, come on, Zuma. Every single time they've gotten the 2-point play, they've gotten a kill right afterwards. Now, Enable trying to get this one in garage and not able to do it, though. Hook is right here, though, right near Middle Atlas. He goes down as well. So, now, once again, it's the fight for control of the map in Clayster.
Looking at the scoreboard, though, for Denial, attach 3 and 10. Replays 3 and 10. That is not what you want to see, of course, if you're a Denial fan, and they need to step things up. On board now with replays, picks up the drone. He's made some good plays in terms of playing the drone for time. He's done it at completely the right time and managed to get away, but just needs a little bit of help from his teammate attach in terms of the slaying column, because Clay is 12 and 11 and JCap's 11 and 10. Like, they're doing pretty much as they possibly can at this point. It's just got to look at attach and replays to try and step things up a little bit.
Attach, there he goes. He gets another kill, so 5 and 11. But like I said before the match started, I was looking at attach and replays versus Zuma and Enable. And when you have Enable 13 and 8 right now, no matter what, if you don't have everyone performing like that and you're trying to advance the drone, you're not going to score.
Yeah, you can see the struggle for Denial as 3 players go down. Replay's going to throw out his stuns. Can he get control of Hospital? That was a big win, especially considering that was against Enable, who's been pretty much on fire, having free roam of the map. Replay's now trying to make a play around the drone, just wants to try and slay out, but the drone's been picked up. Melee comes in for replays. In fact, that was actually a kill. He's kind of dropped in very, very quick. Must have been pretty weak. Tried to play the drone for yards. Maybe JCap was in a position to make a play, but unfortunately, not going to happen. Drone picked up once again by a member of FaZe. They play it for time, and 6-0. They're going to feel pretty comfortable, I think.
Oh, you have to feel on top of the world. Like, the hard point was absolute domination. Then you come into this, and look, Zuma, what's more, he's 12 and 9 getting ready to go into the second half, and they, once again, played from bad side. So, keeping Denial to 0 points in the first half is really good for FaZe.
Yeah. Attach, once again on your screen. Final 3 seconds, can Zuma get the 1-point playoff? He throws it. Doesn't connect. That would have been a nice way to end the first half, but still, a 6-0 lead now in favor of FaZe. Of course, 1-0 up in the series. The winner of this series is guaranteed an X Games medal, so a lot on the line here. So you have to look at Denial to step things up in the second side.
Yeah, FaZe is playing like a medal caliber team right now. Denial is not.
Essentially, yeah, pretty much. You nailed it right there, to be honest, Paradox. Going to kick things off on board with Slash at 16 and 13. The battle of the bow, essentially, between him and Clay continues here in game number 2. And Slasher immediately not wasting any time. He's going to look towards fire. You can expect to see JCap there. Cleans him up first. And he's going to be very aggressive with the bow. There's going to be 2 players lining up in front of him. Unfortunately, Slasher not able to pick up either player. So, to be honest, Denial got a little bit lucky. If Slasher gets both those kills, it's not looking good for Denial at the start of this round.
If Slasher got both of those kills, that would have been a score. But Zuma now picking up a 2-piece one, Clayster and JCap. Hook trying to pick up another kill, but not able to do it. And now, once again, fight for control of the map will start Enable, taking out JCap, not able to get another one though. But really, this is what we have to see right now. It's who can get control of the map, who can get control of the satellite drone, and if you can get control of that and push right up the map, like FaZe in the first half, you're gonna win.
The issue, obviously, of course, is FaZe now on the favorable side. That's the really concerning thing about that first side. You know, you had Denial on the favorite side, and they weren't able to get a single point. Like, it's kind of surprising. You think pushing it to school should at least be able to get to school window at least once, go for a 1-point play. Like, there was only one time they actually had that, which was when JCap was mid-street, and he kind of froze a little bit, waiting for his teammates to get some kills, and the kills never came. So, continuing this round number 2 here, 3 minutes, 45 seconds left. FaZe still 6-0, but Attach does have the drone in hand. Look for him to try and make a play. Unfortunately, he falls. Clayster trying to trade that kill, unable to do so. JCap at the back of the map, not going to be able to kill Enable. He managed to get that drone out in time.
Enable gets the drone out, and Attach has really stepped it up from the first half. He's warmed up. Replay still at 7 and 17 though. So if you're Denial, you really have to think about that in the way that you're really going to play this map against FaZe right now. Look at Attach right there, adding another kill there. That was on Enable. So maybe starting out this second half, Denial have shown a bit of promise, although FaZe has pushed up the map before. If you're Denial, you're not feeling too bad because you can definitely score 6 points.
Right. How many times have you seen teams rally 2-point plays? I mean, we basically saw FaZe do that. That's exactly what they did. They just managed to get a lot of kills, map control, and rally those points. The problem is, really, those important kills around the satellite drone just aren't coming. As JCap picked that up, tried to run and go for the melee, probably could have just thrown that at him, and then just kind of caught him by the element of surprise, but unfortunately, was not able to execute that. Enable now with the drone, probably just going to go for a 1 if he can stay alive long enough, but in fact his teammate's going to slay. He can actually go in for a 2, but no, Clayster shuts him down. But don't worry, Slasher and Zuma in a position to trade the kill. 2-point play for FaZe, 8-0. I'm going to be honest, kind of disappointed in this series. Thought it was going to be a lot closer than it is.
I'm really disappointed in this series, but if you're a FaZe fan, you are really happy. Although 3 just went down for FaZe, Hook is the last one up, and Denial are right around the drone zone. They're not picking it up though, so they're trying to slay out, probably push up the map a little bit more. But once again, right back to the middle of the map, Zuma just trying to get another kill. He gets it. Zuma's doing absolutely everything right now. He's 25 and 14 on a 2 spree, and Enable had the drone for FaZe. Gets the reset. That's all they have to do.
Essentially, they can just keep playing for that reset, play for map control, and then if they want to, then yeah, maybe they push the drone up in towards school. But until then, if Jamal aren't getting in control of the map, really, what's the point in pushing up? Just keep winning those gunfights, keep playing that drone, and then, put it this way, if Denial don't have the drone, they're not scoring. It really is as simple as that. It really is. Minute 40 left. Looking at Enable on your screen, he cleans up that kill. Zuma had the drone, he's going to pass it to Enable. 2-point play, 10-0 the score here in Uplink Detroit, and I'm amazed Denial haven't even got points on the board.
I am too, and Slasher resets the drone again, and the thing is with resetting the drone, it's really become a strategy as well as, you know, holding the drone, your favorite, holding it and just wasting time as we see some teams do. Hook with a nice 2-piece there, and Attach able to take out Slasher. But back to the drone reset, the top of garage isn't the only place to get that long reset. You can throw it in the garage if you're not set up right around Middle Atlas. There's some resets over by Green as well.
There's a lot of places you can be a little bit adventurous. I feel like some of the corners, and especially in fire, there's a corner just to Enable's left as he just stampeded through Attach and replays. That was pretty nasty. 4 players down for Denial, and honestly, you can chalk this map up to FaZe. They'll be going 2-0 up in the series, and again, you kind of look at the next couple of maps. Search and Destroy Terrace, a lot of lanes in that map. It's going to be pretty hard to kind of call that champion or that victor of that map, I guess, is a better way of saying it. And then going over to CTF Ascend as well. If there was a chance of Denial bouncing back, these next 2 maps, easy maps to try and bounce back.
Easy maps to try and bounce back, and I'm really looking at that Ascend CTF. Denial has to win that CTF if they want to win this series.
I mean, yeah, I think the S&D as well is crucial. You get 3-0 down.
True.
I mean, that's a long way back in a best of 7. You need to win all 4 remaining maps to make that comeback. I think that's so tough, especially against a team like FaZe. I can't see FaZe allowing a team to come back. From being 3-0 up, I just can't see that happening.
Yeah, 3-0 up, and then when you have a confident Zuma on that 3-0 up team and Enable.
Right, like, what more can you ask? Zuma just went 31 and 20, Enable 27 and 20, Hoop 29 and 20. Just so many kills, and that's what's funny. Slasher kind of slowed down a little bit towards the end, and Hoop just picked it back up, and that's exactly what we love about this FaZe team, is just how much or how many kills they can get. The kill potential on this team is just huge.
Yeah, it's a team of 4 Slayers.
essentially.
And
they get the objective work done as well there. I mean,
yeah.
It's not always pretty, but it works. You know, Zuma 4 uplinks, Enable 4 uplinks, Slasher with 2 as well of his own. So, FaZe 2-0 up now here in this pretty important winners break game. As we said, the winner guaranteed an X Games medal. For now, quick commercial break. When we return, head over to Search and Destroy Terrace. Welcome back to the MLG Pro League at X Games presented by the Xbox One, of course, the official console of MLG. There's a look at Austin, of course, a very, very sunny, hot city. But X Games, Austin, wonderful time so far, Paradox.
Absolutely wonderful time. Remember, this is my first LAN event. I'm having an absolute blast. And remember, we get to cast this game where the winner is guaranteed an X Games medal.
It's pretty cool to be able to say that, you know, as these plays, FaZe 2-0 up, best of 7. We're heading over to Terrace, Search and Destroy. Now, you may have heard Swanee on the analyst say, you know, this map has so many different lanes. It's a good map if you like to flank.
Yeah.
Of course, everyone in the community kind of knows Zuma. He loves a good flank in Search and Destroy. So he's going to be my play to really highlight here in S&D Terrace, map number 3. I think if he has a good game and he hits some well-timed flanks, don't get me wrong, you need a little bit of luck, I feel, especially on a map like this, because there's only so many ways the opposition on defense can watch. But if he gets some well-timed flanks and a little bit of luck on his side, should be pretty good.
Yeah, and I want to see who on Denial is really going to be looking for that flank, because you have to look out for it. You can't just have your backs against it and say, oh, you know, Zuma isn't going to come on a flank and take us out.
Well, this game is going to need to restart it. The Clayster actually spawned in on Team FaZe, so that's always fun.
Yo, we have just some funny things happen. I mean, what if this was a team? Zuma replays JCap Slasher.
It makes me laugh. You know, players just kind of forget which team they're on time to time. It's fine, don't worry. Attach was like, yo, I got this 1v1 against Zuma. Don't even worry about it.
Yo,
I'm the best in the game. Oh, he ended the game. I wanted to see who was going to win the 1v1, man. I was curious, but you see, Zuma's like, I had that. Like, don't even worry, I had that. I was going to win. It's like, oh, well, I'll get it next time.
He could get it. Like, 1v6.
He's like, yo, you should have just played it, man. Just let me play out. We'll just play that as a round. We'll play that as a round. But game, of course, going to be restarted. So, Destroy Terrace, any kind of predictions from you, Paradox, in this one?
You know, I really don't know which way this is going to go. I guess after the first 2 rounds, I can really make a solid prediction. But right now, I want to see Denial win this. I want to see them bounce back, win the Search and Destroy, and force some more games. Because, of course, you know, you've only seen 4-0s.
I've only seen 4. I have not gone past the first series. It has always been just kind of the 4-0, 4-0, 4-0 maps. Maybe I am actually cursed, though. That's really bad. I'm pretty sure the same thing happened at last X Games. I kind of sat down and everything I casted was a complete blowout until kind of the very end. But who knows? Who knows? Players, of course, just finalizing some classes, and everything should be good. Game going to get underway once again. Hopefully everyone spawns in on the correct team this time. And there's a look at Hook. Such a young talent, and I had a big question mark on his head in terms of how is a player of this age going to manage the pressure of X Games. Honestly, he's not even phased.
He's
yeah,
not even phased.
He's not even phased.
Oh, man, really?
Yep.
Really?
Sorry, had to.
Well, it's not the first time Hook's been in a real big situation like this. I mean, both UMGs.
I mean, true, but I feel like X Games, it's kind of like, you know, Hook didn't get to go to COD Champs, and we kind of joke about it. It's like, yo, imagine if he was allowed, if he was of age, like, what the teams would have been like. He's such a naturally talented individual, but this is kind of like his first big, like, massive event, I guess. Like, it really is. It's a huge event for him, and I kind of thought, you know, if there was a player on this team that may crumble into some nerves, it could be him. But thus far, absolutely no nerve shown from Hook. He's just playing very, very good Call of Duty this far. Round number 1, though, Search and Destroy Terrace, already a 2 versus 1. Hey, Zuma, you wanted to clutch up last round when the game was pulsy started. Try and do it now. Currently at a 2-0 start, looking for the ace in a 1 versus 2 situation as well. About to make it a 1v1. Play dash backwards. What are you doing, Zuma? Stay on the map. Does stay on, but falls. I thought that was going to be a catastrophic failure of Zuma flying off the map.
Yo, if he fell off the map, it would have been funny.
It would have been funny. Yo, Attach got the ace, though. That was both players battling for their ace. Attach with a 4-0 round.
You know, I've seen Attach get a 4v1 before, so him coming out the start here, getting an ace, you want that out of Attach.
Yeah, you do. If you have that good vibe, Attach and Search and Destroy, it's going to be key. And it's ironic because you really look at the Search and Destroy, Attach versus Zuma.
Yeah.
Kind of the 2 solid S&D players from both these 2 teams. We're going to head over to replays now on the attacking side. 4 teams down. He's going to be the bomb carrier see if they can continue that momentum of an attach ace in round number 1.
Yeah, Onboard Replays has the bomb right over here by Pool, looking up there because he knows that there is at least one FaZe player up there. Gets some shots, unfortunately drops as Hook, picking up Replays there. So, early start here. Clayster with the sniper rifle gets it. So now, Hook goes down. Zuma, though, able to pick up Clayster. So, 3v2 in favor of FaZe.
That was a nice pick there from Clay, and of course, you know, players opting not to run overkill. So if you're running a sniper rifle, all you have is that pistol as your secondary. So he's kind of giving up a little bit there. Bomb down, 2 versus 3. Attach and JCap still alive. Of course, Attach still at 4-0. And pretty much a perfect SMD. 5-0. Can he get the second? No, he can't. JCap now left in a 1 versus 2. We kind of talked about it earlier on. JCap's been a fantastically clutch player in Advanced Warfare, but he's not going to be able to get this one. Game tied, 1-1.
Tied 1-1. Clutch Cat couldn't do it there. But you mentioned Zuma, such a strong search and destroy player. Funny thing I'm looking at is Attach. You know, you mentioned both of them, really strong search and destroy players. They teamed together before. So,
yeah, maybe
that old Denial team.
Yeah, they have that kind of old, I know what you do, you know what I do. Maybe. I mean, the game's developed a little bit since then, but still, you know, you always hear it. Teammates kind of have that knowledge of just what other players do. Enable going to be pushing down over towards the A bomb site. A couple of stuns going to be thrown out. Trophy system deployed from Clayster, so Enable's going to know he's there. Hook picks up first blood on Replays now, a 4 versus 3 in favor of FaZe.
Yeah, and Enable is just right here by the A side. On board with Attach now, who's right through the middle of the map. There's no one really near him. So he's going to wrap back around, and then there's Zuma. It looks like we're going to see something from Attach. Attach able to take out Zuma. Slasher there takes out JCap. So it's all up to Attach in a 1v3. He's 6-1 right now, but you have Slasher, Hook, and Enable up for FaZe.
Attach, no one today has to know that the 3 players are going to go to B. Has to know that FaZe are going to wrap that all the way around. Now has the long rotation around the backside here. 40 seconds to work with. Slasher, he's just completely watching that mid-map. He isn't going to see anything yet, so I expect to see Enable being a little bit cautious over towards topside. Meanwhile, yep, Slasher's still going to sit there. Hook going to be covering anyone creeping through bottom middle. FaZe with a pretty perfect setup, to be honest with you. Attach springs into life, picks up 1, but immediately traded by Enable, and that's exactly how to play that situation.
That's what you want to do. You just want to trade kills. You know, I said defense wins championships before, but also trading. Mentioned it with Maven. Optic Game is one of the best teams as far as trading. FaZe is right there with them because of their teamwork, because of where they're set up on the map and how they're able to back each other up. But 2-1 here on Terror Search and Destroy in favor of FaZe. Let's see how Denial can bounce back.
Attach 7-2 again. Like, the only player really we should be keeping our eyes on at this point. He's doing everything for the team, needs a little bit of help. I mean, it's got to be kind of a pain as a player. You hit that back button, you see you're the only player on your team essentially with any significant kills. I mean, Clay is 1-3, don't get me wrong, but JCap Replay struggling once again. It was kind of the story of that map number 1, if you remember. It's continuing here as it's now a 2 versus 4. Zuma, it doesn't even matter. Attach left 1 versus 4 again. Second round in a row, and he wasn't really with his team there though. It seemed like Attach was trying to make a play of his own, and everyone else just died before he was even in a position to trade any kills.
Yeah, it was really weird to see because FaZe sort of picked them off one by one. Attach not able to even get 1 kill there, so 3-1, and you know, it's National Donut Day. We didn't get to mention it earlier. Is it too early for Donut Cam?
Oh, it's never too early for Donut Cam. You go, I mean, which one do you want? There's 2. It's a 0-4 JCap and 0-4 Replays.
Let's go with Replays.
You want to see Replays? All right, let's see if Replays can try and step things up. Known for his good shot calling and honestly just clutch plays when he needs to. Well, team down 3-1 in this Search and Destroy Terror, so it's time he really steps up. You're going to see him throw over 2 free grenades, and I believe that one player from FaZe threw over a stun. That was going to be Enable. He was just trying to bomb check. Didn't get any hit markers. Neither did Replays, so Replays full. Zuma hit that flank so fast.
So fast, and that's exactly what you mentioned. Zuma always coming on some sort of flank, and then there's only one player for Denial watching that right now. That's Clayster, but now JCap finally gets off of the donut, able to take out Hook. Attach takes out Slasher, so Attach 9-3, all up to Zuma with his bow, currently 7-2 on a 3 streak. So maybe Zuma can get this, but you know, I don't expect.
I mean, but the problem he has is Denial know exactly where that bomb is. So even if he picks it the second, you expect someone to trade. He's going to pre-fire. Could make this a 1v1. In fact, players could potentially line up for him here. Zuma played that smart double jump reload, but now can he try and pick off anyone? Nope. Unfortunately, he gets pinched. Game now at 3-2.
Yeah, that's exactly what you want to do if you're Denial right there.
Clayster was so quick about that, by the way. He didn't even think twice. He was like, all right, just keep watching that door. I'm going to hit the quick flank, picked up the kill, and it's quick reactions like that and thought processes which really make him one of the best.
Yeah, really smart plays. Once again, you need to be there. Just corner him. You know exactly where he's at. Make sure he can't escape, right?
Essentially. Replay still, though, yet to find that first kill. And game pretty close, 3-2. Of course, Replay is going to be carrying that bomb with his EXO trophy on. That's going to run out very, very soon. There, it finally falls out of battery life. Attach and Hook picking up kills early this round. Of course, they're 3v3, and Replay's just not able to get anything going. The struggle is real at this point. Attach, double-digit kills at this point, by the way.
Double-digit kills.
He has 10 kills. His teammates combined have 3 in round number 6.
That attaches the reason Denial's still in this right now.
Essentially, yes. And he's down this round. And you know, you look at Replays and JCap in a 2 versus 3, not holding my breath for them to clutch this out.
Combined for 1 and 10. JCap goes down, so all up to Replays in a 1v3. Possibly gets off the donut. There we go. Able to take out Enable, but still a 1v2 for Replays. Zuma and Slasher up for FaZe, and Zuma is 8-3. It is now rotated back to his teammates, so they're just going to play this together, and Replays does have to make some sort of a plan. Unfortunately, he's going to the wrong side of the map because both FaZe players are over here.
I like that play, though, from Replays. He was trying to check over to see if anyone was going to rotate toward the B bomb site. Just got some of the most unlucky timing I think he's ever going to get. And that kind of sums up his game and his series as a whole. It's pretty unfortunate. Now FaZe are going to wrap back over towards the correct bomb site. It's going to be A, and really, Replays should be an easy pick. I'm surprised we can see him go for that plant. They have to know that it's going down. Yep, he sees it just as I say that. And 4-2 now in favor of FaZe. Perfectly executed 2 versus 1.
Man, imagine if Replays like jumped up and was able to get behind both of them and take them out before he rotated all the way around.
Yeah, again, it was just really unfortunate timing. If he hits that a second earlier, he sees both players kind of running up towards top river, and he jumps up and he kills them both.
Yeah.
Just classic COD timing, I guess. 4-2, though, in favor of this FaZe squad. Of course, FaZe lead the series 2-0 in the best of 7. The win hit guarantees them a medal at X Games.
Yeah, and now looking at Enable for this FaZe squad, moving over to A, JCap able to get first blood, takes out Zuma. So Zuma now at 9-4. You really don't want him to go down because those flanks can be really important at worrying the other team. Sort of, we don't talk about the mind games enough. I mean, knowing someone's going to come on a flank, but they're able to take out Replays. Clayster takes out Hook. Mind games can play a really important part in this game.
If you know how someone plays, you kind of sit up and expect it, then it becomes a game of chess. Essentially, it's like, all right, well, I know Zuma flanks. And Zuma's like, all right, well, I know they know I flank, so what am I going to do? This round, I'm not going to flank. And then you have someone basically sat in the back of the spawn saying, I'm waiting for Zuma to flank, and the flank never comes. So it really is a game within a game. As Enable now 1 versus 2, currently on a 2 streak, though. So this could be possible for him. Has the bomb in hand as well, so has everything really going for him. 35 seconds, needs to win the 1v1 against Jacob. Not going to happen, and they're now clawing themselves back into the search and destroy.
It's 4-3. Do you think Denial takes the next round and ties this up at 4-4?
I mean, I'd like to see it. I want to see these close games.
I want to see him too, man. I want to see him too. JCap there in the final kill cam. So big things from JCap here is really stepping up. He's currently 3-6, so still double negative, but still Replays at 1-7. You need him to step up for this Denial squad. Enable sending a couple things over towards Denial, and it's pushed right up the map. No kills coming in yet, but a lot of action. There we go. There's 3 down for FaZe that fast. 2 from Attach, 1 from Clayster, all up to Enable, and he's down. 4-4.
Yeah, the comeback is on. And you see Clayster still with that sniper rifle out, making it work. Just so quick to react to where Enable's going and gets that shot off in time. Of course, right when the kill comes, if he knew to go, slow down. So he did that very, very quickly. Game tied, 4-4. We mentioned just if there was going to be a map where it could go either way, it would be Search and Destroy Terrace. So many lanes. Now you have to look at how is Zuma going to play. He's flanked the past couple of rounds. This round, pulls out the sniper rifle. Love it. Keeping Denial on their toes.
He has the sniper rifle. Hook able to get first blood on Clayster, who had the other sniper rifle. So Denial snipers down, and Zuma switched over to the bow now, trying to get the one player, decides to back up. There's one right under him. Can he get it? Oh!
Did that just happen?
What in the world?
Tell me that didn't just happen.
That didn't just happen.
Tell me that
Did that just happen?
Did he really just turn on him in midair?
No.
Oh!
Attach.
My God.
Attach, no.
Oh, wow, that did happen, huh? Well, Attach, let Zuma know who the best S&D player in this lobby really is. He's like, yeah, don't worry about it, guys. I got this.
Attach is just so calm.
He's 15-4. He's literally been the only reason Denial's had a breath in this game, and now they're 1 round away from closing it out and getting the first map in the series. Have to spectate this young man. Let's see if he can continue his rampage here in Search and Destroy.
Yeah, there's one FaZe player moving towards him, actually decides to back up. They're now playing this really slow, try and get into the B site. That's a Navel over there. Slasher is also moving over here. They know there's at least one of these Denial players here attached. Decides to back up, and who is that? It's Zuma once again on the flank, takes out. And there's 3 down. It's all up to Clayster now for Denial.
And Denial kind of expected Zuma to hit that flank, but just didn't react quick enough. Clay left on 1v4. He's not going to be able to click that, so we're going to a round 11 Search and Destroy. Again, can't stress the importance of this map. It's so big. FaZe either go 3-0 up, or Denial managed to get the first round and go, or first map and go 2-1 down.
It's so hard, you know. Remember, it's best of 7. So if you go down 3-0 to claw back, I mean, granted, Denial are the world champions, but that is one tall order. Denial will be on offense. Looking at Clayster once again with the sniper rifle. Replays though, 2 and 8 carrying the bomb for Denial.
See Clayster, can he get that pick with a sniper? He's going to see Hook misses the shot though. Challenges again and cleans up Hook. Advantage Denial here in round 11. Search and Destroy. Clay still looking for a pick. Needs to be careful because Zuma's at the opposite side. Clay pretty weak. I thought he may have fallen off the map there for a second. But Slasher, he picks up a kill on Attach. 3 versus 3. Staying on board with Clay. He's so important for the team right now. And you see the strats coming in from Team Denial. FaZe thinking that it was going to be an A push. Replays kind of backs off. Jacob watching for the flank, but the flank not going to be coming in this round 11. Zuma highlighted on your minimap. You can just see the way he's playing this. Bow out, being very, very cautious at the back of the spawn, and everyone just expecting a flank, it seems like, looking at that minimap.
Yeah, and both teams playing really cautious, because remember, this is a round 11. This is a really important round, and this is a really important game because the winner is guaranteed a medal.
Oh, and here comes that push. Replays with the bomb. Still 3 versus 3, 24 seconds. Time is ticking. Jacob wins a huge 1 versus 1. Now, is Replays going to wrap this all the way? 18 seconds. He's going to see a player behind the stairs. He's chasing. Replays needs to win this gun, but he doesn't. Enable gives the advantage to FaZe, but Clayster cleans him up. Clayster sees Slasher in a 1 versus 2. 9 seconds left. Can he try and run away and play for his life? He's still alive. 6 seconds. Time is ticking. They need to charge him. Slasher charges and he falls. And Denial. You see the big sigh of relief on Clayster's face as he picks up that kill. Jacob chasing. Oh, I thought for a minute that Slasher was going to get away. If he manages to somehow hit that melee and force a 1v1, he wins that round 100%. He escapes.
Yeah, definitely. If he hit that, he really would have escaped. He's away. And you know, you talked about the 1v1 between, we talked about in the respawns, this is Search and Destroy. I think the same thing still applies. Slasher and Clayster, really great thinking from Clayster. You mentioned it earlier, the quick reactions, able to get around and help his teammate to make sure Slasher couldn't escape.
Good news. No 4-0 in this series then.
4-0.
Denial get their first map win under their belt here against Team FaZe. FaZe leading the series 2-1 though. A quick look at those stats. 1.57 KD from Zuma, but it just wasn't enough to match Attach at a huge 2.5. 15 and 6 leads the lobby in kills. Honestly, a fantastic performance from Attach that game to take that round 11. Paradox, this series may still have some life in it yet. For now though, quick commercial break. When we return, head to game number 4. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the X Games. We've got a great matchup currently. FaZe versus Team Denial, the Call of Duty World Champions. And FaZe lead the series 2-1 thanks to Denial clutching up in a round 11 Search and Destroy terrace. Now though, we're heading over to CTF Ascend, and I look at these two teams on paper, and I think this kind of heavily favors Replays and Team Denial. Replay is obviously going to be that main objective player. You expect to see him pull the flag. But there's so many different flag routes and bamboozling routes he can go, multi-levels on Ascend, where he can really escape anyone that's chasing him. So in that essence, I think they have a good chance. The problem is they have to overcome the slaying ability that FaZe possess.
Yeah, and you look at Replays for Denial objectively, he, like I've said before, able to stay alive in the craziest of situations. My worry here is, though, that FaZe absolutely dominated in both respawns that we've seen so far.
Right. They did. pretty heavily as well. I mean, in uplink, Danao didn't even get a single point. It was a 10-0 uplink game, so, you know, we'll have to see. They need to start slaying, but that round 11 win is going to give them out a lot of momentum in that booth. Now, can they carry it over, though, to this CTF Ascend? Do you think they can?
You know, I think they can, but you need replays once again. You need replays.
You do. You do. Game about to get underway. Going to kick things off on board with replays, and we'll see exactly how this objective mastermind of a player will be starting. You see him making his way over towards tunnels, dashing across. He will have a pretty early gunfight. In fact, I think that player may have just dipped, but replays aside, it's not even to bother. He sees the red little dot on the minimap, sees the gunfight, but doesn't even bother going for it. Just goes straight for that flag.
Goes straight for the flag, and now he's coming right back through tunnels. Actually decides to not. Goes right over to the other side of the map. Replays, can he stay alive? He doesn't have much support from his teammate. Zuma shuts replays down. Flag returned. So, early start, and now 3 down for Danao, but JCap answering right back with a kill.
So, of course, Danao down in the series 2-1. Curious to see exactly how they're communicating, especially after that big clutch in round 11. So, without further ado, let's throw over to a Turtle Beach team chat with Danao.
He's dead. Nice. Look, tunnel. I don't see anything come
I'm laying down top of the bridge right now. I'm laying down top of the bridge.
Top mid's done.
It's not, he didn't push top mid, he might have went on the ground.
Top
Bottom of the bridge.
Zuma's their gap. They're gap to elevator.
Yo, alright, there's one near bridge. He's dead. Flag dead, the other 2. We're looking for Zuma and Slasher. Zuma and Slasher.
Zuma was top mid.
Slasher, one shot top middle. He jumped down to return. Underground, enable, pushing at maze, underground, our elevators. He pushed on the ground. He's probably going all the way through. Enable's probably going all the way through. He's gas dead.
Top the bridge.
One underground, one top of the bridge. Alright, I'm tunnels right now. I'm tunnels.
Last 2 are base, guys.
Last two there. Yeah, top of the base.
Top their base. He's dead. Pop.
Oh.
I got him.
Let's go.
They're behind him.
Elevator's on me. Alright, let's go.
He's dead.
Alright, that's all 4. Yeah, top middle tunnel. Top middle tunnel.
Came back.
Run this elevator.
I have top middle.
Do you have an underground?
One at a time.
I have you on the ground. Top middle steps.
Go.
I got him top middle steps.
I got it.
No one behind me, underground.
Alright, I'm running back.
Two other.
He's one shot. He's so one shot.
Big first win. Big first win.
One shot. Good job.
Stop.
Good spot. One shot. I got him. Yeah, one shot. Who's one shot?
Yep.
Who's one shot?
Three
They're base. He's pulling. They're going elevators. Go. Back up. Take your time. Whoever's there. I'm pulling in tunnels.
One shot.
Hook's weak. Top the bridge. Top the bridge. One more on flag, Clay.
One shot. Flag Slasher.
I think I got it. No. You're close. More. Yeah.
Who's here? Zuma one shot.
Can you stop? Can we stop?
The mid stage with it.
I got it.
Oh, good shit.
Let's go. Yep. Come.
I'm watching our flag.
Let's go. One, they're maze. They're back maze.
Yeah, three. Zuma. Zuma's off spawn.
They're stairs.
Top bridge. Two of them top bridge.
Slasher's that bridge.
Two of them top bridge, guys.
He's still from midstairs?
Nice. Do that. I'm going top mid.
Alright, let's go. I'm spawning.
One in elevators.
I'm overextended.
They're midstairs. One shot. Slasher.
One in elevators. Did you kill him?
Dead. One in back maze. They're back maze. Slasher's one shot. Slasher's dead.
Nice.
Stay left.
I'm
I'm stunned. I can't see.
I'm looking elevators. Pushing up at elevators.
He's on me, guys.
I'm looking at you, Chris.
There's one near me. Right here. One shot. Bottom maze. One shot. Hoop.
I picked him up.
There you go. Good job.
No, one top their base, guys.
Alright, let's go. Keep it up.
One bottom maze, one top their base.
Bottom maze and top their base.
Bottom maze. One shot.
Go, top their base, last one, let's go. Find him. He's back left. Come on, Cap, I got you.
Where's flag?
I got him.
Yeah, where's the flag going?
He's down elevators here.
He's right there. I got me. Zuma.
Where's flag?
Flags down in
I
me.
got flag.
There could be one chasing you.
Top middle. I got one. Let's go.
Nice.
Another one. Two top middle tunnels.
Slash 2.
I'm
Flag
coming.
just got in the tunnels. Got him.
Nice. Flag I got by.
Alright, I'm going to help him. We gotta go.
No, he's still up there. He went to our side.
Alright, we gotta go.
No, he's in tunnel. He's in tunnel.
He's gonna be out of base. There he is.
Listen,
let's go. Keep it up. No. Shit. Yo, I spawned on the over. They're top middle. Spawn on the over. I'm going around. Enable last guy.
I'm looking at our base.
One shot.
One shot. That was enable. That was enable.
Elevator, one shot. I'm gonna kill him.
Maze, back here. Let's get it. I killed Zuma. I killed Zuma. I'm going top mid to cut it off. Let's go. Watch our base, guys. I'm pushing. One top mid stairs. I got him.
One top mid stairs. Good try. That's two. No, it's all good. One bottom hut. Let's go three. Let's get Zuma. Try and get it out.
He's there. Zuma's back there tunnel building with a bell. Good plays, boys. That was bad side.
Underground. Left side. Let's go, boys. Good shit. Let's go. Oh, shoot.
So, Denal leading the first half of CTFSN 2-0, and there was a big play in that I want to just recap. Flag pulled by FaZe, basically about to be capped, replays, flies down like an eagle, stomps on the flag carrier, gets the insta return, and keeps Denal in the lead at 1-0 at that part of the game. Unbelievable play from replays. You look at the score, 7-15, not impressive, but that one play keeps this a 2-point game.
That one play keeps it a 2-point game. Absolutely disgusting play from replays. My thing right now, Enable is 6-12.
Yeah, surprising. After having kicked off in the first couple of respawns, you expected things to go a little bit better in this one. This kind of we both briefly touched upon. But unfortunately, the guys over at FaZe just not able to get things going, down 2-0. Let's actually go over to a Untitled team chat now with Team FaZe, see if they can pick things up.
Top mid, one shot. Top mid hurt.
Yeah,
back to base.
Replays is on our flag.
Yeah, they might be on our flag. I spawned tons. I'm wrapping back.
I'm gonna check underground.
That's one dead. Could be owing tons.
Yo, got me top middle. Attach.
Let's go. Keep talking. He's on
our flag.
Just pull it.
Where'd he pull? I just spawned B search.
I spawned tunnels.
Yo, he ran to top middle.
He dead.
Nice.
I got Reed. I'm going top mid.
I spawned top mid. I'm
top mid.
Yeah, try and get some pulls, dude. Just...
One's B search.
He's in our base, dude. He's in our base.
Yo, on our base, 1-8 attached. One on our base, 1-8.
Can you get it out?
No, don't get it out.
Tell me where you guys spawn.
We spawn all the way back.
Yeah, we spawned all the way back our base. I got stunned.
Yo, he's back to tunnels. I didn't know he was running at tunnels, guys.
I probably got that.
Yo, try to tell me where they're running it, man, please.
Top list.
Yo, weak on the base, attach. Maze side. Good shit.
I'm underground right now.
You can still do this, guy.
He's hurt on the base. We just need to get aggressive. Fuck playing B, man.
Get aggressive. One's dead. One's top that plat. I got two.
You guys gotta go.
I'm gone.
Yo, replays is probably on our base. And maybe attach.
Top mid.
I got it out.
Top mid, one shot.
Bond you want it. Bond you want it, replays.
One's top mid.
I got one. I didn't get it out, dude.
Yo, let's go. Replays is there too. Watch out.
Oh, replays got me. He's going for the re. Oh, there's two there.
I should have killed him.
Slider base. I'm a wing. Slider base.
He's right in front of you, Kyler. Top mid.
Yeah, I'm stunned.
Top mid, two of them top mid.
Yo, on our base, guys. There's two on our base.
We just need to OE, man. Stop rotating back now.
That's what I'm saying. We need to
literally
push
stop
out.
doing it.
Push out.
It's not working.
Alright, yo, he's top middle steps. Replays. Go in our tunnels. He's probably gonna pull out again.
I'm stunned. One tunnels. He's in tunnels. Attach is in tunnels.
I didn't stun anything at our base.
Yeah, I'm just going.
I stun at our base.
Yeah, he's here. Yo, I'm getting killed in my back. There's two on our base. They're gonna pull out.
Attach to the one hit behind you, Mace. Attach to the one hit behind Slasher.
They're not even playing the cat. Yo, I spawned tunnels.
Yo, I spawned tunnels as well.
There might be one on our base. Yeah, on our base. That's a cat.
No one near.
No, he's right here. Dead. Alright, let's go.
Everybody go.
We can do this.
So everyone go. Yeah, we can do this. Top their plat weak. They're all rotating back.
Yeah, what's their time is? I stun them.
Yo, Clay's back there, base.
Bottom their plat weak.
No, we got me.
One's mid. It's fine. 2 minutes.
They're gonna pull.
Let's go. Fuck our base.
On our base. I spawned here, so.
Be search. Got me. Nice.
Top mid got me too. Clay.
Come on, we can do this. Let's get this flag.
You spawn tunnels?
Oh, dude, he's
Top mid tunnel. I just got spawn killed.
They probably have that.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, they definitely have that. It's all good. Just keep playing.
Dude, I'm literally just getting
spawned keep your shot warm.
Over and
keep your
over
shot
again.
Yeah, keep your shot warm.
Flag's one. I killed him. There's one more. Good shit. That's 3. I mean, we can still do it if we get a relay. Top their plat.
Got me.
I'm looking for him. Top their plat 1-8. Clay.
Paradox FaZe not sounding as hype as they were after game number 1 and 2, most likely 5-1 down in this CTF Ascend. And just as we kind of talked about, we expect to see maybe FaZe go 2-0 up, to now make 2-2 comeback. Exactly what has happened here.
The 2-2 comeback, and Clayster is 31-15.
It's pretty impressive.
Just pretty impressive.
Tad, you know.
Pretty impressive.
Yeah, it's okay. It's all right. That's why he's a Call of Duty World Championship MVP. But phenomenal performance from him. Attached as well with those 2 flag caps, 26 and 20. Really, realistically, it was just now teamwork.
Yeah.
That's just put them so far ahead of FaZe. They just were not able to compete. When we listened to him with FaZe, it was like, oh, you know, someone's going to be middle, flag's being pulled mid, where in actual fact it wasn't, just some incorrect call-outs. A little bit of sloppy play, actually sneaking into this game. And FaZe is going to need to try and brush that off, because now 2-2, they now have a lot of momentum. They were 0-2 down, they've won 2 maps, they tied the series. I'd be feeling real good about someone on Denali now.
Yeah, I'd be feeling really good, but I think FaZe, you look, Enable has to bounce back, and you had questions about who? The real young guy on this team. He stepped it up in this capture the flag, so I'm not worried about him anymore, because he's going to be on a roll.
Yeah, he's going to be feeling good. Of course, you know, next map is going to be a hard point. So, are we going to see the FaZe squad we saw in hardpoint number 1, which was shared dominance, or is Denal finally heated up enough? I mean, for Denal, attach and play both have big games. That's big for me going into another respawn, such as hardpoint. They need to be playing well if Denal's going to have any chance of beating this FaZe squad. For now, though, we're going to head to a quick commercial break, series tied at 2-2. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the MLG Pro League at X Games, presented by the Xbox One, of course, the official console of MLG. What a series we have on our hands. FaZe versus Denial, series tied at 2-2, Paradox. But before we get into the next map, I want to take a look at the BenQ best play. It came in that last map. It was during a listen-in as well, and it comes from that man on your screen. Replays, making a huge play. Can't stress this enough. If you look at that scoreboard, he's not having a great game, but the stomp comes down, the instant return of the flag, and Replays getting hyped in the booth as well. A really awesome play from him. But, of course, with 4 maps down, we head back over towards a hard point now, Paradox. And the first hard point we saw FaZe completely dominate. In your mind, going into this next map, is that going to be something similar, or has Denial got enough momentum now to really compete and try and take map number 4 or 5?
Denial definitely has momentum, but this FaZe squad is still scary. You know, I think maybe Denial comes out, wins Detroit hardpoint. But, you know, I think we're going to go to a Game 7 for sure.
Game 7?
I didn't want to
say
it. 7.
I didn't want to say it. I was getting excited. I was like, I don't want to say it. I wonder if he's going to say it. But now you said it. I think Game 7 as well. With the way that this game is looking, what's scary, though, for Denial is if the kind of maps weren't the same in the first kind of set of maps as they are in the second, Denial needs to go big in that uplink. They didn't get a single point in the first game of uplink. We're guaranteed to see another game of uplink as well. So the winner of this next map puts them in a great position again to stress the importance of this match. The winner guaranteed an X Games medal.
Yo, X Games medal. I would be happy if I won this game. Like, that's a medal. I don't care if it's gold, silver, bronze. A medal is a medal, man.
Give me that medal. That's something you can kind of talk to your grandkids about. You can do whatever you want to do if you win a medal. But anyway, I digress. Hardpoint Detroit underway, kicking things off on board with Clayster. And for me, again, this big battle of Clayster versus Slasher is going to be huge throughout Hardpoint Detroit.
Clayster versus Slasher has been the story pretty much this entire time. We really have to look at both of these players. But I'm also looking at JCap. You know, he's been quiet. You know, JCap just filling roles on this team as always. We always talk about him in Search and Destroy, sort of clutch cap. It's really where he shines. Didn't have the best Search and Destroy game, but Denial looking strong a little bit out the gate. They're having some kills, but FaZe currently in the lead, 20-2.
Yeah, FaZe locking down that hill, and it's coming down from this man, Zuma, at 5-1. Currently on a 2 streak, looking over towards Garage side, picks up play. That's 3 for him. Hardpoint's contested. He managed to dash backwards, but just couldn't get the shots off. That was JCap playing for that scrap time, which he's not going to get. So FaZe are going to have a big chunk of the lead going into the second hardpoint now.
Not only do they have a huge chunk of the lead, they're already at the next hill. Hook has been sitting there for a little while, currently 3-1. You know, you were worried about him. It's his first X Games. He's young, hasn't had much of an opportunity to shine.
Right,
but look
really
at that, right there. He's 4-1 right now when he had a huge game before this.
Yeah, he was a little bit unfortunate pushing back towards that hard point. He knew he was last man alive. The rest of his teammates had died. Probably should have just tried to play for his life a little bit, try and hold down that spawn, or at least block the spawn so Denal aren't getting the favorable one. And now Zuma pushing through, picks up 1, and he was just so confident he had that kill. He'd already started his dash towards green door. He falls though. Hardpoint contested, Enable now on the hill. He falls. Of course, FaZe is still with the lead, 38 for 21. 20 seconds left on the hill as well, so a lot of time to be had.
Yeah, Denial's got a really nice chunk of time on this. Hook trying to push in, not able to do anything. Slasher pushes right out, helps with one, not able to get the other though, but JCap in there getting the scrap time. Now all eyes are on the rotations here. Replays currently trying to set up, can't get the kill though.
Yep.
So once again, FaZe in control right off the start. And you know, we've said it before, if you're going to rotate early, if you're going to battle for the rotation, you have to win that first wave of kills.
You need to at least push that first wave back, and then you can start thinking about the second wave. You can push out the hard point, get control of the map, and that's exactly what you're seeing FaZe do at this point. Enable's going to be left on that hard point. No, has to anticipate players rushing from ramp. JCap the first. Second play is going to be coming soon, but he's pinched on the hard point. No one really in a position to help him. You can see just how far away FaZe is spawning. Zuma goes for a little bit of a hero play. Last man alive near the hill for the team, and he drops as well. So props to Denal breaking that hill relatively quickly.
Props to Denal breaking the hill, and props to Replays for staying alive in the hill. You know, we've heard some rumors about this Denial squad and rumors about Replays specifically, but you know, you wanted him to go off. He's always going to show up. He's been struggling this series. He has. Guaranteed.
But he's had those moments which makes you like sit back and be like, yeah, that's what Replays does. Like that song, thank you, best player. You know, we saw it throughout every game that we've seen, really, is just some big plays. Unfortunately, just not stringing them together as much as you would like to see. And going up against a team like FaZe, who's just going to continuously slay, if Replays has like a really bad game, I don't think there's a way Denal can win.
Yeah, look at how Hook was just staying alive there, just firing shots, making sure that now players didn't push him. Really great job by him there. It's currently 74 to 67 and counting. Is about to be about 74 to 70, but Hook pushes right in for FaZe. JCap with the 3-piece for Denal. Yeah. That's huge for them because he's currently leading the team at 16 and 10.
Yeah, you were just saying, you know, JCap's not been really excelling too much, and as you say that, JCap on a 4 streak now, 16 and 10, looking for more. He falls, Replays in a position to trade. He's down. Attach now pushing in, picks up 1. Can he find the second opposite reload? But Clayster's directly behind him. 12 seconds of scrap time, which is ultimately going to end up with FaZe taking it. And they have themselves the lead once again in the game, but by no means is this a comfortable lead at all.
It's not a comfortable lead at all, and now Denial is already set up around school. That's the most important thing, and then FaZe just went down. So they have a little bit of a trek across the map to get in here. Looking at Replays with the ASM1, decides to go and look. He knows there's one player there, gets some shots. He's able to pick up the kill. That was on Hook, but now these FaZe players are right here. There's one in fire, trying to get shots, pushed into the hill, takes out Enable. So can he get another one? They had control of the hill. Kind of lost it right now, and now FaZe is just in here getting all this time.
Yeah, FaZe going to pick up a lot of time. That was a very strange play. It's just kind of those individual gunfights just won by FaZe. No one traded very efficiently there from Denal for that hardpoint time. Replays though, picks up 1, looking for the second, unable to connect. Now attachment street, throwing in those grenades. Not connecting with any of them, but Clayster does pick up Zuma. So now Attach trying to go for a break. 14 seconds left. Knows he's in the corner. Picks up 1. Can he find the second? No, he can't. Luckily though, JCap able to pick up that scrap time. So FaZe's lead not being able to build as Clay just doesn't want to give up any time whatsoever. Picks up Zuma and Enable, looking for the third. Connects with the third. That was Hoop. One more for Clay. Yeah, 4-piece, why not? No, Attach's going to take it from him.
You know, there we go. There's a 4 for Clayster, and you know, he's a defending gold medalist. He wants to get these kills, and remember, he had a bit of a slow start right now. He's 18 and 19. We talked about Clay versus Slasher, and Clay really wants to get going right now.
It's funny, we kind of talk about it very often. It's like if Clay wins back-to-back X Games gold, does that make him like the best?
Arguably.
Like the best, not one of. But just the best. I mean, he has everything there is to win.
He's already won everything,
2 times champion plus this game, plus champs and X Games in the same game. That'd be massive for Clay. But he's playing extremely well right now, 21-20. In a very, very close game at Hardpoint Detroit. And again, this map is so important. Going into uplink, then you only need to win one more map. I mean, for either of these two teams, of course, series tied at 2-2 in this best of 7 format. Clay just allowed his teammates essentially to die. They're enabled with quick reactions. Melee on enable. 120 to 134. Hook for FaZe, trying to pick up a couple of kills here. The lead, very, very small still.
Very, very small, and look at Hook. He's currently 20-21, but on board with Enable, who I was just about to bring up. He's 16-17. We saw him go off in the early part of this. He's not been playing up to, I guess I would say, his own personal standards and what we hold him to.
I mean, I guess he's been playing very much more objective-oriented this map, which I think is why you're not seeing him get that many kills. I think FaZe kind of recognized that going into this map, especially Detroit. You can't just play for kills. You're going to need to have someone on the hill, and I think Enable is just kind of taking on that role himself. You see Zuma, he's consistently going to be putting pressure on the hard point, as is Hoop. You see that with the Caps, they have 8 and 7, but it's really Enable who kind of just comes in there second, trades a kill, and then gets the rest of the time, as this is a 153 to 140 game, 10 seconds left. Scrap time going to attach. Now it's all about the rotation. Hook needs to win this first gunfight. This is huge.
He needs to win it, and JCap is right here. Let's see who comes out on top of this. JCap just laying down right by the ambulance. Hook is here as well. Hardpoint is now contested. Hook able to take out JCap without breaking a sweat. Can he get the 2-piece? Gets the 2, and then Zuma is there taking out replays as well. So that's exactly what you want if you're FaZe. But, you know, Denial's pushed right back in here. You kind of want to make a barrier between your team and the hill.
Perfect. This is perfect play from FaZe. Hoop just dashing across, trying to bait out. See if he can pick up the kill on JCap, and did so. FaZe building themselves a lead once again. 155 to 170, 2.5 minutes left in the game. 30 seconds specifically on this hard point. Hook again trying to stay alive. Deja vu of what happened last time. This time not able to pick up the kill though. Zuma trying to dash in from the window. There's going to be 2 plays lining up. He picks up 1 in the assist on the second. FaZe not giving up any time whatsoever. Enable now sitting on the hard point, 17 seconds, and this is going to be time that he knows Denial is going to contest. Denial playing for the spawn and also the scrap time. This is huge for them, but Hook on the hard point picks up 2 and the scrap time as well. Big time there for Team FaZe.
Big plays for FaZe. You know, Hook got 2 2-pieces during that hill. JCap had 1 2-piece. So that is really, when we looked at Hook and JCap before, that was a really big thing. But back to this FaZe squad, currently in the lead, 195 to 164 and counting. JCap in the hill right now for this Denial squad.
Picking up the early time. This hard point, how many times have you seen teams lock it down for 40 plus seconds? I mean, it's so difficult to break, especially if you can get that perfect setup. And right now, it seems Denial do have that. JCap staying alive. Play is going to be challenging, but he's just trying to play for time. Wait for your teammate support. 180 to 195. Denial trying to lock down the hill. Clayster is huge right now. Clay is contesting from Team FaZe. Clay picks up 1. More plays going to be flooding through the door. Can Clay clean them up? That's going to be the question. There goes the second play. Clay does full. Replay spawning out at green, as is JCap. So FaZe going to pick up some time here, but how quickly can Denial break this hill? Doesn't look like they're going to be able to do it.
Doesn't look like it. You know, they pushed FaZe back a little bit. FaZe stepped out of the hill. Look at Enable. There he goes. The 2-piece on Clayster and Attach. So FaZe, you know, I thought Denial was going to be able to hold down a lot of time there. Weren't able to do it now. Attach trying to push into school. Gets shut down. Looking at Clayster pushing into school right now. He gets 1, gets 2. So there we go. Clayster currently leading the team at 34 and 31. Make it 3. 35 and 31 for Clayster.
Oh, can he find another one? No, he can't. JCap's on the hard point to contest though. Can he win the gunfight? Drop shot, the assist comes in. It's still possible for Denial to pick this up. 213 to 196. Replays. He gets the melee as well on Zuma. Now can he get up the hill? This is a big play from him. There's a second. There's still 1 more. It's Attach trading the kill. 214 to 200. Just 14 points separating the 2 teams. Clayson now trying to put some pre-fire down. Denial know they have to try and push out through lockers, but Slasher is there. 3 plays from FaZe, bust onto the hard point, and that will be that in emphatic fashion at the end of hard point Detroit. FaZe clutch up and take it. But it wasn't easy, Paradox.
Really wasn't easy. Look at the 3-piece from Slasher right there at the end too. Like, the game's pretty much over. Slasher's like, no, I'm still gonna get this 3-piece. 230, 206. FaZe, that was a really great game of Detroit hardpoint we just watched.
It could have gone either way, and Clayster now was just down. So unfortunate. They had to push out lockers. There was still so much time they needed to play for, but unfortunately unable to do so. Zuma with a big game of 42 and 36, 10 caps, 2 defends. Courage, if you're watching, Zuma was very upset he didn't make your top 20 players, and he's here to prove a point, and I think that point was just proven. Zuma having a fantastic series, of course. That now puts FaZe 3-2 up in this best of 7, just 1 map away from a guaranteed X Games medal. For now, quick commercial break. When we return, next map. Welcome back to the MLG Pro League X Games presented by the Xbox One, the official console of MLG. And there you see a little bit of the Denial fans in the crowd get very, very loud during the game. Love the support shown. And of course, Clayster just going over some strats. They know how important this map is going to be. Biolab uplink. To put this into perspective, the first uplink of this series, Denial didn't get a single point. FaZe, one map away from victory. We're heading over towards Biolab. And I feel like if there's one map that Denial can take, I think it's going to be Biolab uplink.
I think they can definitely take Biolab uplink. If you look at the way Clayster, we just saw him on camera, finish the game there, he's going to be on fire coming into Biolab uplink. But looking at FaZe, Hook on your screen right now is going to step up for this FaZe squad. We've seen him do big things time and time again, but I think Denial will win this one and we're going to Game 7.
You reckon?
Yeah.
All right.
Let's do it.
I want to see that Game 7. It'd be awesome if this was the game that we really got to see that at.
Game 7 for a medal?
I'm down for Game 7 for a medal. That sounds pretty good to me. I don't know how about everyone else at home feels about that, but kicking things off with Hook, player who has so many eyes on him, I feel, at this event, and so far hasn't disappointed. He's going to be trying to slay around that top of the uplink. Unfortunately, he is going to fall early on. Meanwhile, Enable over towards mid-Biolab. Can he try and push through? Nope, not going to happen. Slasher really faces last man of defense of the satellite drone for now with that bow up top. Hasn't really seen anyone just yet. It seems both teams are more than happy to just try and slay out.
Yeah, you really want to get control of the drone spawn. It's the same on every single map. Come back, we talk about getting glass control. This map, we talk about, you know, sitting on green rail, sitting on top blue, sitting on purple, and you really just have to slay around the drone so you can get control of the map.
Slasher not able to win that gunfight. Clayster just turns around and bops him. Now, can he get control of mid-bio? Yes, he can. 2 piece comes from Clay. Now you see immediately they start thinking about the drone. Is Clay heating up? That's 4 in a row. Can he make it 5 on Slasher from distance? Not going to happen. But Clay with a 6-1 start. This is what you want from Clayster. And you can only imagine the hype he brings. He's known for his energy in the booth. He's known for his hype. If he's starting off 6-1, he's going to get his teammates pumped up. And he's going to go for a 1-point play. And that looks good to me.
It's in, and Clayster is so, when he's hyped, it's absolutely incredible. We saw him with so much passion in the booth before this game started. Oh my God, Zuma! Hold up, we're talking about Denial too much. Zuma starting on 4 and 3 on a 3 spree with the stomp, and now has the satellite drone pushing up. If he gets the melee, it does not though.
If he gets the melee, I drop the mic, I walk out. It's pretty much that simple. That would have been a nasty string of events, but unfortunately not able to happen. Denial still leading 1-0. Hook wrapping all the way around the outside. Can he play for the pick green plat? Yes, he can. Clayster did have the drone, but I believe he's just kind of throwing that one over for some yards. Don't think there's anyone over there which can potentially pick that up from his teammates. Needs to be a little bit careful though that drone doesn't get wrapped, and in actual fact he's going to be Slasher picking up that drone at 2 and 3.
Yep, Slasher now has control of the drone, pushing up the map, has support from his teammates. Some really nice kills coming in. Slasher, is he gonna slide and go for the 2? He's up in the air, gets it. So, 2-1 now in favor of FaZe.
Just like that, you can see how quickly the game can be changed. One play like that, and all of a sudden you have the lead at 2-1 now. I thought that was another stump I was about to say. Really, back-to-back stumps. 3 players down though. That's now Zuma, last man alive. He's gonna be looking over towards, wow, JCap shoots the canister and kills Zuma through the building. That's always fun. Hook though, up top, waiting to see if someone from Denial is going to push him. Picks up the first kill now. Player directly underneath him, turns around. That's replays he's trying to pick off. But meanwhile, the satellite drone carrier just runs straight past him, and Clay sinks another 1-point throw.
Right in there, and then Replays had a 2-piece using those canisters. So really nice use of taking control of the map from Denial and using everything. Hook able to shut down JCap though. He has an incredible start right now. He's at 9 and 6. Zuma also at 9 and 6, and Enable at 9 and 6. So many 9 and 6s for the team, but all 4 down there. So all 4 up for Denial. They have control of the map. Can't wait to see what they do with the drone. Hook able to shut down 1. That's attached. Looking for some more, sending some nades across and some stuns. Stuns really effective. And remember, this is the last time we're going to see stuns pre-patch, because there's there's a big patch that just came in.
True. Hook at 10 and 7. Currently on your screen, he's going to be covering that satellite drone. Game tied at 2-2. So this one very, very close. Of course, FaZe win it. They get themselves a guaranteed medal here at the X Games. So now win it, it's going all the way, which I think is what a lot of people want to see. The series will be tied at 3-3 going into that last map. It'd be pretty insane. Of course, best of 7 here at the X Games, in case you missed it. Hook, though, with the drone, 14 FaZe. May have thought about playing that for yards, but recognizing now that, you know, Denial just got the elbow spawn, it's not worth it, and he's just going to pick up that drone and maybe play it for time. Yep, that seems to be the game plan.
Yep, going for the reset. We saw this from FaZe on Detroit. They're doing it again. Play for time, drain the clock. Hook not able to pick up the kill there though. Clayster, once again, 12 and 8 start from him, and now Enable is starting to warm up. I had questions about Enable going into this. He hadn't been playing like I wanted to see him. The first 2 maps went absolutely off. A little bit silent now, but he's really returned here, 13 and 9 with Hook. Right here, not able to do anything. Denial just right around him. Although there was a team kill there, they stopped the drone.
Yeah, they managed to do so, but JCap picks it up, and with 26 seconds left, could potentially make a play. This could be a 1 point. The stun comes in, and no, he just misses. That one falls directly off the map and will be reset. 15 seconds left in the round. Still potential time for some points, but it looks like Enable is just going to play this one passive. Doesn't want to give anything up, so at the half, it's going to be tied at 2-2 Paradox.
You know, it's incredible to think that we've gone through a full half of uplink, and we've only seen, you know, technically 3 scores, but it's 2-2.
2-2, yeah. Very, very strange. As Enable on your screens there, currently 15 and 10. Back to his slaying respawn ways, as you mentioned, was pretty quiet map 3 and 4, but coming back to life after a tremendous map number 1. That first hardpoint game, he was just going off, killing everything in sight. Pretty much same in the uplink second map that we saw, but this one much, much closer. You can kind of see just by the look on some of the players' faces, a lot of pressure riding on this game.
A lot of pressure. I mean, they're playing for a medal once again, so that's pressure as always. On board with Zuma for FaZe, sees one player for Denial, not able to get it. That was attached, shutting him down. Remember the former teammates, JCap, also able to pick up Hook. Enable, there we go, picking up attached. So once again, it's the fight for the spawn. You need to fight for that spawn. You need to get control of the map if you're going to score. And FaZe look to be in control a little bit now, but you have Clayster here, and when he's on a roll like he is right now, it's hard to get past him.
Replays just picked up 2 kills as well, and that immediately springs Clayster into action to pick up the drone. Drops back down towards purple. Players chasing him from here, there, and everywhere. He's somehow still alive. He's got through mid-bio.
No.
What is he looking? Enable just had a massive blunder, and Clayster should be able to sink that for a 1 point play and does so. And you have to ask the question there, was that miscommunication from FaZe? Because Enable was just running towards purple. He didn't seem to know where the satellite carrier was going.
You know, when we had the Turtle Beach team chat with FaZe, I think that we did hear some miscommunication from them. So it probably happened again, and that's how Denial was able to take the lead. 3-2. Now Replays has the drone, and once again able to stay alive in crazy situations. Resets his armor, and looks like he's going to try getting the elbow. Not able to do anything though. Hook shuts him down, stops the drone from pushing further up the map. So if you're FaZe, you want to answer back right away because it's about 3 minutes, 30 seconds left.
Yeah, you got plenty of time, but as you said, if you can reply instantly, it gives you that little bit of momentum, and you can kind of be like, all right, we don't need to stress about it. We don't need to stress about it, because obviously as time goes by, the more you have to try and force a play rather than just really work for it and set up for that play. 16 and 13 currently is Zuma on your screen. He's going to fall. Replays now with the drone, of course, now leading just by 1. Replays may try and sink a 1 point play from mid-bio, but instead, yep, he's going to have to go for that because his teammate actually died. Replays from downtown. Is that going to bounce? No. Fall short, but the ball actually still in play, or the drone rather still in play. Slasher has it, and I think FaZe are going to try and wrap this one, Paradox.
Yeah, they have to get past JCap though, who took out Zuma. Slasher just decides to reset it. Smart plays there from FaZe. Remember, they have more than enough time, but Replays with another melee. How many melees have we seen Replays get?
We've seen a lot. We've seen a big amount. The problem with resetting that drone there, though, was the FaZe had no one on the satellite drone respawn area. So they basically just said, all right, we don't want the drone, I'm going to give it to you straight back, which was unfortunate. It just happened that everyone was dead at the time. So it was either, we'll try and buy ourselves a little bit more time. That was pretty much the game plan there. As Clayster with the drone. 2 minutes, 30 seconds left. 3-2 the lead. They have full control of mid-bio. Clayster knows that. He's going to be making his way over towards Eskies. Could go for the 1 point play, but I think he's going to go for 2. He's going to see Hook and gets the 2 point play as well. 5-2. Denial 2 minutes, 16 seconds away from forcing a game 7.
You know, against this FaZe squad, that 2 minutes and 10 seconds is a lot of time. But the way they're playing right now, Slasher currently with the drone pushing right through blue. There's a denial player right there. He has help from his team. There goes the kills. Slasher, can he go up? The stuns, he's in. So 5-4, 1 point game with 1 minute 50 seconds left.
An immediate response from FaZe there, and that's what they need. Again, plenty of time to just go for that 1 point play. There's so many ways you can set up for it from top blue, but they just need to slay out Denial on the satellite drone respawn. That's going to be key. Zuma desperately searching for kills. He recognizes players are over there, but they've actually just pushed through purple. So Zuma left in a pretty strange position. He may actually have to track back, and that seems to be the game plan from him. Teammates trying to pick up some kills, and if Zuma wins that, it would have been big. Potentially could have tried to set something up. JCap, though, playing for his life on this respawn.
JCap playing for his life, and that's what you have to do. I mean, you really don't want all these players pushing you, taking you out, and then getting control of the spawn. JCap pushing up, able to get one, looking for another. Recognized he was an elbow for a second. Nothing though. Attached, currently carrying the drone for Denial, currently 20 and 23. Not able to do anything. Gets shut down now. Slasher
needs to be
has
careful.
the drone. Will they go for the wrap? Oh, he dropped it. So replays with the drone, not able to do anything either. Zuma.
Can he pick that drone up and go? If they head towards green plant, that could be a huge gunfight underneath him. Zuma's dipped. Can Zuma get the play? 47 seconds, he's gonna go for 2. Zuma gets the 2-point play. FaZe currently leading by 1, and Zuma just turns around, he falls off the map. It doesn't matter. The job was done from Zuma. Hoop now with the drone. If he goes for 1, it forces a 2-point play to have to come out of Denial, but Hook just trying to stay alive, buy some time for his teammates. Now goes for 1 from downtown. Is that going to connect? It's going to bounce and now falls off the map. Denial still in this one. Need just 1 point in the final 20 seconds. They have the drone in their hands, Paradox. This could well happen.
You know, this can happen, and it's all up to JCap and Denial right now. Oh my gosh, JCap not able to stay alive. Enable throws the drone, 5 seconds on the clock. Are you kidding me? 6-5 FaZe.
Huge play from FaZe.
Medalist.
A huge play from them right at the very end. And you see all the smiles in the booth. It wasn't easy. It definitely got a little bit more difficult than they probably would have liked, but it doesn't matter. FaZe, the first team at this year's X Games to have a guaranteed medal.
You know, that means we will have at least 1 brand new medalist here at the X Games.
Pretty cool. Pretty cool, man. I'm excited. Congratulations, of course, to Team FaZe. We'll take a look at that scoreboard real quick, though, to end it up. Zuma, 27 and 22. Drops a 1.23 KD. And Nate, 27 and 21. Drops a 1.29. Everyone positive. Meanwhile, over at Denial, a couple of negative plays. Clay with 5 uplifts. That's not what you would have expected really going into BioLab.
I didn't expect it at all. He got it done though. Finished 19 and 22. 5 uplinks, really stepping up for that Denial squad.
Well, that is going to conclude, of course, the first winners round number 2 game. Of course, more action though coming up after this next commercial break is Optic Gaming take on Team Elevate.